Hello folks. Well, I was thinking about a few things, as you do, and you know how people say, oh, you must expect that as you get older, or expect these things as you get older. One of the things I always remember, you get told about middle-age spread. That's where you got a few spare tyres round your middle. As you get older, you expect to put on a bit of weight, don't you? And I thought about that, and you think about the old animals out in the wild, and I was thinking, well, them animals, when you look at wild animals, you don't see obese wild animals, do you? Now, admittedly, they're running around a fair old bit because they have to, don't they? They're either finding food or trying to avoid being food, don't they? So, but the other thing I noticed, now, maybe some wise people might actually be able to say, no, there are some animals. I know chimpanzees might at their tea parties, but I must admit I've never seen wild animals taking their food, processing it externally. Now, I know some animals say eat it and they ruminate on it a bit, but I've never seen them wild animals take some food, process it, mess it about a bit, put a few additives in it, maybe a bit of colouring in and some other stuff on it, and then cooking it and processing it and putting it in packages and all that sort of stuff. I ain't noticed that with wild animals, and they don't seem to have obesity problems. And I don't know if any of you've noticed, but them elephants, they seem to have big strong bones, don't they? They don't seem to take calcium supplements, do they? So you think about these sort of things and thinking, well, for all our modern technology, and okay, I know a lot of the things what they have on the supermarket shelves, people go, oh, that's a bit tasty, innit? That's a bit, I like them. I ain't giving up them. And then, of course, they get all the problems, and then, of course, they're running down to the old quack and saying, oh, I've got these problems. I don't know why I've got these problems. And the quack will probably say, oh, because you're getting older. He won't say, because you're eating a load of crap. So, well, no, of course, I'm not inferring that all the stuff on the supermarket shelves, oh, crikey, I'm digging a hole here, aren't I? I'm not inferring that everything on the supermarket shelves cause problems, but I'm sure there might be one or two things that if you're eating regularly and you eat them with one or two other things that you eat regularly, and you're not getting what they call a balanced diet. And the other thing I noticed, going back to the old animals, if you look at farm animals, then you can see obesity, can't you? I mean, you get the chickens what can't actually stand up because they're so overweight, they're too heavy for their little feet to hold them up. And then if you look at all the other animals, even the chickens, I mean, you look at them, they get sick, don't they? They have to have the vet pumping them full of antibiotics and stuff like that, and all that sort of stuff. Well, the wild animals don't do that, do they? And you might say, oh yeah, but the wild animals, they're not so well looked after, and you think, well, yeah, suppose that's true. They ain't got all the people caring for them, but then why are the people caring for them? Is it because the farmer thinks, oh, that poor little chicken, or oh, that poor little whatever it is, or the farmer thinking, oh, that's me money going down the drain, I better get them sorted, otherwise what meagre profits I might have won't exist at all. I think that's more the motivation. It's a bit like I've often wondered what would happen if you told some sheep in the field and about what the farmer was up to, and they'd say, oh no, he put the fence round the field to protect us from the wolves. If you said, well, there ain't no wolves, they'd say, hey, no, yeah, but you don't know that there are wolves. We've heard there are wolves, and it's like the fear, isn't it? And you get that with all, we need ID cards and we need all this sort of. I'm wandering off at a tangent here. It's a bit of a ramble, this one. But anyway, coming back to sort of the things as you get older and stuff, and the way people expect these things, and you think, well, hold on, it's a bit more of this preconditioning, isn't it? It's a bit like, I often wonder what would happen if you said to somebody, would you put poison in your mouth? They'd say you're a nutter. Of course I wouldn't put poison. I'd have to be stupid. And then ask them what they put, why there's that warning on their toothpaste tube. I digress again, don't I? I'm off all over the place, and right old ramble. Must be a lack of making videos. Losing it a bit. There you go. Anyway, I expect you can hear I've got a little bit of a bunged up beak. Funny that though, because I had a bit of a little tiny bit of a sort of beak leak at the start of the week. That's 5 days ago. Now normally I'd have expected myself to be, your first day you get a little bit of a leak out your beak, the next day it gets even worse, and then by the third day you sort of, I don't want to get up. you sort of snuggle up in bed. That's assuming you can lay down long enough before your beak gets totally clogged up, and then you have to get up. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, and I thought, well, that's funny, isn't it? I've gone about 5 days, and all I've had is a little bit of drizzle out there. I had a little bit more beak leak today, but not a great deal. And I was thinking, well, hold on, maybe this getting off all the processed food and all that sort of stuff. Maybe that. Oh man, I'm only putting 3 and 4 together and making 7, but it might be, mightn't it? It might, but I don't know. But it's just a thought. Just thinking about how, the wild animals are out there. They've lived like that for thousands and thousands, millions of years, some of them, and they seem to have survived without vets, don't they? Most of them. 1 or 2 might. It's like with doctors as well, isn't it? You sort of sometimes think, well, if our Western civilisation's so wonderful, why do we need these massive healthcare systems? And they are massive, aren't they? And they've never, even with all the money they get, they still can't treat all the ill people. There's still thousands and thousands. I think it's something like 200 and odd thousand people in Britain on a waiting list. That's for our national government-run healthcare system, and it's one of the biggest organisations in Britain. I think it employs more people than pretty much any other organisation in Britain, and they still can't keep up with the number of sick people. And you think, well, hold on a minute, what's going on here then? Anyway, I'll probably get near to me 10 minutes, so I'll say just have a little think on that, and cheers for now.